So, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say that man supposed to elders agreements on the well teachers or persons in the truth, and we say salutations, so the arguments, the pushing the word on the truth, and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season or the season with Shalom. And then once again, going into our video here, and it's basically touching upon fables, basically talking upon lies that have been put outside here, basically, these stories, or these like going into science on the whole. Right? There are people believing that some of the stuff that they put out is true. This evolution, believing in things come from a monkey, we come from a monkey, and believing all this other stuff that they want to put outside there, which is just basically fables, right? And what sparked that was I was watching this video here, right? They say the evolution of whales. Now, let me just play it. Right, so that is what I wanted to believe, that you see the evolution come from whales. And one of the questions people always ask them, well, if it's evolution, why have these things stopped evolving? You understand? Now when you go to the scriptures again, we are the scriptures, we are justified in a saying, so we don't know. When we go to the scriptures, we know what is right from wrong, right? But plenty of people believe in these fables, and plenty believe in these lies that have been put outside there. Just like when it comes to like things, stuff like the Immaculate Conception, right? Those things are fables, but people believe it to be true. You understand? People believe it to be true, but when they go to the scriptures, it proves that the Immaculate Conception is wrong, just like many other things that they have outside here. Now, with this video, it sparked a whole star debate, a whole star comments. The people, the commenters of the mark things like this. They say, I love how you can just make any shit up and it will be real under the guise of science with enough gaslighting, and that is true. Because they continue to tell people the earth is 600,000 trillion billion quintillion years old. That's not true, right? And people go with it, right? Just like many other stuff. The fables that are put forward, it's like this evolution, and with her posting that, obviously you got the Scientologists coming out. You understand? Somebody might please, Brittany, give me your unvarnished, non-gaslit explanation of evolution. I'm sure your graphs can compete with this. She's correct. The animation 100% guessing, and that's true, right? That's true. But when we go to creation, we know what went on with creation. It's written Genesis, right? Even in the book of Second Ezra. But they can see plenty of people come out to defend science. Plenty of people come to defend this. Plenty of them believe in those fables, and plenty of them do believe in that it have a God. And I was actually looking for the comments where people was talking about, people wouldn't believe in science, but they go believe in a fairy man up in the sky and all these things. And that is what made me want to do the video. But I haven't seen the comments. I don't know if it was removed, if the page remove it, or whatever it is, but those were the comments that actually made me want to do the video, because I wanted to go into a full say that there is no God, right? But nonetheless, with all that, I still touch upon fables. So let's go to the scripture, right? This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 4. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 4. It said, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in the faith, so do. And that is what is going on when with these things, with fables and genealogies. You understand? It brings more questions than answers. Just like that video, it brought more questions than answers. It's the same way with these people, as I say, I use the Immaculate Conception as one that brings more questions than answers. You understand? Because somebody going to ask you, well, why it never happened again? Why did it thing and all this thing? But that is just them. That is just these people erring, not knowing the scriptures, and they're bringing forth fables, right? And we know it go back to a long history and so on. So I would say neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in the faith. So do, and I just show you how it is that we are to turn to the scriptures, because it's telling you don't give heed to fables and endless genealogies, and they two things that today people heavy into. You understand? Genealogies and fables. You see what it's going with people with this genealogy thing, how crazy they are, right? Now when they look up the word fable, it means a short story typically with animals as characters conveying a moral, right? But going down, it say a story typically a supernatural one incorporated elements of myth and legend. You understand? It's a it's a myth and legend. It's a false statement or belief. A false statement or belief. And that is what is going with this evolution and these things that scientists want to put forth. It's a false statement or belief, because that's not true. When they go to the scriptures, they get the answer. You understand? You get the answers. Now, what is going is that people err not doing the scriptures, and they don't have the proper teachings, right? So obviously, it could be things will be too deep. They might not understand, so they go believe a lie. You understand? They go believe this lie. These strong delusions that are set forth here, they go believe that. An animal just dive into the water and he just start to evolve. So how he didn't drown? How he didn't drown? You understand? So you see how important it is that we're not supposed to be giving heed to fables, right? As it say, a false statement or belief. And let's go down here. It say, tell fictitious tales. Tell fictitious tales, right? So continuing, it say tell fictitious tales, fabricate or invent, and that is what is do. They inventing stuff. Let me go back to it. I believe one of the comments here was this. That's like as the girl say, I love how you can just make any shit up and it will be real under the guise of science with enough gaslighting. So they just make shit up, and that's what they do, right? It say, oh boy, what a nice video about whale evolution. Let's scroll through the comments to see how many people. This person was just laughing about. It say, I can't believe people think this real. How an animal just shape shift. This has never happened. No one's ever seen it because it doesn't happen. It'll still be going on today, but it's not, and that's true. It's still going on today. The evolution of whales didn't happen in a span of 30 seconds. What are they evolving to? What kind of animal? What animal did they evolve from? You don't know. Then how is it correct? It isn't the whale was made complete. What came first, the gills or the lungs or the heart? It's asking questions. That's what I say. That's what the scriptures say. It which minister questions. It minister more questions than answers, right? That is what a fable does do. So this person put up fossils, right? Which we know when you go back to some of these fossils and so forth. We know the wicked have been creating some of these fossils and so on, right? Not saying thing, but we know. Now it had particular creatures before, but when it comes to what it is they want to do it now, it's not, right? Let's say you are asking all the right questions. Science should be blowing your mind and forcing those questions, but you should look into the answers yourself. It's really some incredible techniques we use to date to connect. So you see what it do? It lead to more questions and answers. Just like this person here, he said, "Ask you don't know. Then how is it correct? Isn't a whale was made complete? It just lead to more questions, right? So that's why you're supposed to stay away from these fables, and especially these things, right?" This is First Timothy chapter 4 verse. First Timothy chapter 4 verse. I'll read from verse 6, right? It say, if thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach. It say, nourish up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, whereunto thou hast attained, but refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. Right? Right? It say, but refuse profane and old wise fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness, and that is what we should do. Exercise ourselves unto godliness, and stay away from these things. I say old wise tale is a supposed truth which is actually spurious or a superstition. It can be said sometimes to be a type of urban legend said to be passed on by older women to a younger generation. Such tales are considered superstition, folklore, or unverified claims with exaggerated and or inaccurate details. So, not to believe in these old wise fables, not to believe in these fables, not to believe in these lies. You understand? But what we're supposed to believe in is the truth. And we know where the truth is. It is in the word. It's a reason why all these scientists and all these things just try to disprove the Bible, but they can't. Because what they try to now, what they want to do is obviously use the power that they have to make the fables seem like it's true, but it's not, right? So as the scriptures say, but refuse profane old wise fables, these superstitions, these things like that. Again, and this doesn't go just for this I'm doing the video. It goes for many other things that the Christian churches, the Catholic churches that they teach and so on, and many other churches, like the fables that teach about Satan fighting the Lord, Immaculate Conception, the rapture. All these things is just as I say, superstition, urban legend. As I say, it says such tales are considered superstition, folklore, or unverified claims with exaggerated and or inaccurate details, because again they don't know what's written, they don't know the truth, and they don't know what is written in the scriptures. You understand? So they go off on things, right? So just like, as I said, just like many things, we're not supposed to be hacking on to fables. This is Titus chapter 1. I'll go read from verse 13. It said, this witness is true, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. And that is the thing, you'll believe in the commandments of men than in the commandments of the Lord. And that as I said, that it goes to everything, right? They say that turn from the truth, and that is what they do, right? They say, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. And there is we see that. You understand? Just reading some of the comments, you would see that, right? They say they profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, but being abominable and disobedient unto every good work reprobate, right? So again, we give heed unto these fables, because there are many fables outside there that people believe in, and that's not true, right? That's superstition, those myths. Right, so with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yoshai, Baal Shem Rakakodash. We say double on his apostles and elders, a great Muslim reward of teachers or apostles in the truth. And we say salutations for the icon to the pushing word on truth and sincerity day and the out. Constantly in season and season, we say Shalom.